Jamie here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This is a reaction channel and I mostly do music, but this caught my attention and it says college wrestler dies after desperately looking for. Okay, I'm not about downer news, but I'm curious.
You're watching a college wrestler with just minutes left to live. He was suffering from heat exhaustion and desperate for a sip of water. His parents say his coaches refused to help. Here's Lisa Guerrero.
This college athlete is literally dying for a sip of water. He frantically tries to get into this building, but the door is locked. Grant's parents say he ran to this water fountain in a desperate attempt to find water, but the fountain was bone dry. His body was later found just yards away from here. People tried in vain to give 20-year-old Grant Brace CPR.
911. We got an emergency and I got a student. We found passed out. He's not moving. Is he breathing? No, I don't think so.
A lot of people refer to him as a gentle giant. You know, he was a big guy, kind of intimidating to look at, but so soft and kind like a teddy bear.
Grant's grieving parents, Kyle and Jackie Brace, say their son would still be alive today if only his coaches had let him get a sip of water.
He was begging for water. Guys, help me, please help me.
Can you describe what was going on with Grant in those last moments as he was trying to get through the doors?
It was hot. It was very hot. The surveillance video showed that he was trying to get in the school to get help, wasn't successful, and then was found close to a water fountain on his hands and knees.
An autopsy ruled Grant's death was preventable. The cause? Exertional heat stroke.
It's inexcusable.
On the day he died, Grant's parents say his coaches made him run up and down this steep hill 7 times. But when Grant became exhausted and begged for a water break, one of his coaches allegedly told him to keep going or he'd be kicked off the team.
They called it Punishment Hill. That's what it was known on campus.
It was a grueling day of practice in 80-degree heat here at the University of the Cumberlands in Kentucky. His friends on the wrestling squad made an effort at giving him water, but according to a wrongful death lawsuit, his 2 coaches yelled Grant needed to get the water himself. That's when the young man struggled to find water, only to face a locked door.
He was panicked. He clearly needed help, and he wasn't getting help from any of the coaches or any of his teammates.
Grant's parents and their attorney, Jamie Monkus, sued his wrestling coaches, Jordan Countryman and Jake Sinkovitz, and the University of the Cumberlands for wrongful death.
I knew very early on there was no chance this family was going to be silent in talking about what happened to their son, because their main priority was to raise awareness and to tell the story of what happened.
I think the coaches ultimately were responsible.
His heartbroken sister, Kaylee, shared voice memos the family discovered Grant had recorded before he died.
They don't give me a break. They're all constantly on my ass about the littlest things. It's a pretty messed up situation.
In them, she says Grant refers back to the previous season when he was already worried about his coach's alleged abusive behavior.
Grant's daily blog for mom and dad in case something bad were to happen to me or the coaches were mistreating me.
Hearing your brother say, you know, I'm recording these in case something bad were to happen to me, there's no words.
Grant's final words on those recordings.
I'll see you later. Until next time.
But for Grant, there'd never be a next time. The death of a college athlete, and his parents say it's all because he was denied a sip of water.
It's so egregious. It's absolutely disgusting.
Without admitting wrongdoing, the university and Grant's coaches settled a lawsuit with the parents, the school agreeing to pay $14 million. The university also says it will work with an expert to raise awareness about heat-related injuries. Grant's coaches didn't respond to our request for comment.
Oh, of course. Wow, I have a lot to say about that. Are you effing kidding me right now? This is just unbelievable, inhumane. This poor kid from the prior year knew it was going to be so grueling. And when he called home, he gave a heads up that if anything happens to me, you know, this is the situation. I mean, are you like totally hazing these boys? I mean, these sports are so harsh. And how could you let this happen? I know their teammates want to be, you know, mom, but